Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, it's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 38, Tannehill. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here in Vegas. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw his Carr. Caught outright by Renfro.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Carr to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 36-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr, eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that, but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
On 2nd and goal, Carr, touchdown Raiders. It's complete. Darren Waller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
1st down, Tennessee.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Off play action, Tannehill. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the Titans' 1st down.
Tannehill on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
The 44-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Carr now to throw. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he's got this down to the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Carr. His throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 2nd and 10, Carr escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
30-yard line.
Now Tannehill. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Sheds off the tackle. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7.
21. Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? To throw again on second down. Carr. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Carr now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Touchdown! That's caught. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Titans 28, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up.
And Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Right there.
To throw, it's Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now Carr again. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
6-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike Button.
Now Carr. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 7. Now Carr. And he hits Drake. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Right now. Ready? No chance. Mike 54. Mike
93. 93.
All day defense, all day.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 185.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike,
Now Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 2.
go, go, go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check it out, read.
Raider 2.
Mike 54.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Squeeze, double.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Too little, Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
From the gun, it's Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle, who he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white
Waving the
flag
white,
and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 114 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Titans.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Titans 42, Raiders 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. To throw his Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster. Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Carr completes it.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's Damon Arnett picking it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now Myers for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Titans 42, Raiders 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. Powering his way forward. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Off play action, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. Gonzalez's kick is good. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. He's going to let it fly. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.